Good morning, guys. This is Eunice, and it is a beautiful day here. Today, nice and warm, little cloudy, and everything. And today, we're going to be bringing you some herbal knowledge. Welcome to Show Herbal Medicine. And this is a Thursday, and here we go with our herbal knowledge. We're going to be talking about shepherd's purse. It is a herb that is really, really great to have around if you have the type of symptoms that I'm going to mention. Also, it is not a common knowledge of herb. I don't know a whole lot of people that knows about it and so far, but it's going to be good information for those people who have these particular symptoms and so far. So we're going to get right into it to give you this benefits and so far. I first want to mention too that Sherpa purse is a very potent herb. It's superside radical scavering has radical scavering activities. It possesses several medicinal properties. It's anti-coagulant, anti-cancer, anti. I'm gonna spell this word Thombin, troponin. And it heals. It heals. It has a lot to do with healing wounds, bleeding, and things like that. So I'm gonna mention, like I said, some of these symptoms as to where you would be using shepherd purse and so far if you have these symptoms. Okay, people that do use or do know about shepherd purse use shepherd purse for lowering blood sugar level. They also use it for healing wounds. A lot of wounds or cuts and so forth that you do get and so forth. Sometimes depending on your DNA or whatever, it takes a long time to heal. So shepherd purse is one of those herbal medicine and so forth that you will use to help heal wounds and so forth, things like that. It is also great for diabetes. It's a treatment, a therapeutic treatment for diabetics, and so forth, I should say. And it also aids in postpartum bleeding, menstrual bleeding. It also promotes, like I said, wound healing. It also stimulates uterine contraction. And this here is for people who has problem going to the bathroom. And so far, this will help them to go to the bathroom more frequently or normal and everything. And as I said, it also has to do with lowering blood pressure and things like that. As I always say, I'm giving you the bullet points and so far, but this is a definite herb that you want to do some more research on and everything, because the one reason it is not well known to everyone. So if you have any of those symptoms and so far, then you definitely want to get read up on that to use it and so forth. There's a lot of people that have healing issues, bruises, especially elderly people has more of this problem and so forth and everything. But it's good for most people and so forth. I definitely would do some research on it if you were to want to use that on any children under the age of 12. And again, this is a very potent herb and so forth. And the way this herb is used, it is a bitterant. You would use it as a tea. If you use it as a tea, you can put a little bit of honey in there to help it out. But you also can use this as a tincture and a elixir. And so far, those are the three ways that I know that you can use shepherd purse. And it's the best way to use shepherd purse because these are things, are herb that you want to go ahead and get into your system. Go ahead and help whatever is going on. Now, a lot of ladies and so forth that have menstrual problems and so forth, shepherd purse is a good herb to have for that. Excessive bleeding and things like that. That could be bleeding heavy or bleeding longer. So either one of those would fit into that category and so forth. Yeah, because some people go longer than the normal standard 45-day menstrual period, and then some ladies have a heavy menstrual period. So shepherd purse would be great for those and so forth. Also, it is also great for diabetics and so forth, and to help them to lower blood sugar levels and all that. So it is a great herb to have. Again, it promotes wound healing, and also to if you have slow healing and so forth, and this would be a great herb to you. And again, it also stimulates urine. I know a lot of I'm not familiar with younger people having this issue, but I do know that some of the elderly do have that urine issue and so forth, where it's hard to go to the bathroom to urinate and things like that. So this would be a great herb for that as well. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll bring the shepherd purse to you. It'd be something that you consider if you have any of these symptoms and so forth. But as I always say, before you begin a herbal regimen, also seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. That is to say that because a lot of people do have or are taking traditional medicine, and you do not want to have an interaction that's going to cause more harm and so forth and things like that. So yeah, do that. And also I always recommend doing more research and so forth on this great herb. But this herb has been around for centuries, just like the other herbs has been and so forth. But still, a lot of people is still not knowledgeable as far as this herb is concerned and so forth. And I'm just going to go over it real quick again. This herb is a bitterant, and it has all kinds of anti-cancer, anti-coagulant, anti-tumulin. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. It also has several medicinal properties and so forth in it. It's also antioxidant, has antioxidant, and it does heal. It does heal. Great for wound healing. Great for diabetics to use. Great for lowering blood sugar levels. It's also known to help with stimulating urine, and also making sure I'm good. I did say promote wound healing and diabetics. It's a therapeutic agent for diabetics, and also too, one I did miss. It also lowers fever as well. So these are good. So if you have somebody that's really sick and have a high fever and so forth, and things like that, and you want to try to get them the fever down and so forth while you're waiting for, because most likely we all have the same instinct to call the ambulance to come get them and things like that. But if you have this herb around, you can help get that fever down before they go. It all depends on the situation and things like that. That's why I said always do your research on stuff before you have it on hand. See if it's something that you can actually use and all that. So always seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. Do your research on these herbs. What I am giving to you is bullet point knowledge. The research and so forth is out there and so forth. I had to do the research. I didn't even know about shepherd purse until up to a couple years ago. So I am still learning myself about other herbs and things like that. And when I do, if they are in the line of the clients that I get, then I go ahead and I try to do, get it into my store, because I've already done the research on it, and I try to get it into my store so that it may help one of my clients or something like that, to help them and everything. But like I said, I also, when I do have a client in, I do herbal consultation and so forth to get the name and medicine, traditional medicine that you're using. I do the research, give them the information and things like that. If this herb does have a bad interaction with it, then we move on to something else. So that's the reason why I always say check check a herbalist or healthcare provider and things like that before you actually begin your herbal regimen. Because some herbs you cannot take because of the traditional medicine that you are taking. So keep that in mind and so forth. And I'm so glad to be able to bring this information to you about this herbal herb that can, help you, especially if it's just you're not on any medication, you are a heavy bleeder, you want to try to get that under control, or you talking to the women, uh, and you are, and your menstrual period goes on longer than the standard time and things like that. This is definitely something you want to be interested in and all that. So thank you until the next herbal knowledge. I'll see you then. All right, bye.